Welcome to another episode of Life Nuggets with Dr. B. This channel was created for the young, for the not so young, and for the old, for everyone basically, because there's something that you can pick from the topics that we have to talk about. The whole idea is that we minimize the mistakes we make in life. People say experience is the best teacher, but I differ because I think we do not have to repeat the same mistakes others have made. Everyone makes mistakes. That's what makes us human. But we can avoid some mistakes because we have knowledge about it. With wisdom, we apply it to our lives and we avoid those mistakes. Learn from the mistakes of others rather than making your own mistakes. That's the whole idea. So today, I just want to talk about another topic, relationships. And when we talk about relationships, what quickly comes to people's mind is, being romantically involved with someone else and all of that. That's the most popular aspect of relationship that people talk about. But I want us to look at relationship in a more holistic manner, and those are some of the things that I will just mention in this episode. Relationship is a connection. Is something that brings together two or more people. So you can be connected to people at work, you can be connected to people by virtue of the fact that you are probably their customer. You can be connected to people because you live with them. You can be connected to people because you are friends with them. And you can be connected to someone as a partner. Probably you intend to spend the rest of your life together. So relationships can be very, very broad. And I just want to also talk about some general guidelines of what you should look for in a relationship. I want you to just see this as a non-exhaustive checklist that you can use to measure whether, does my relationship have this element in it? Can I incorporate this element into the relationship? Because we can make relationships better and we can decide whether a relationship is not worth it and exit the relationship. So the first element I want to talk about is respect. Every relationship should be respectful, and there should be mutual respect in every relation. The element is trust. It takes a while to build trust, but it just takes a moment to destroy it. A good relationship should have trust in it. It means that over time, you've been able to learn to trust one another. That is an element of a good relationship. A relationship with fear and suspicion isn't a healthy relationship, and it needs to be checked to see why there's so much fear and suspicion. And if fear and suspicion is so predominant, then it is not worth the relationship. Another element of a relationship is commitment. So relationships don't work because someone is committed to it. Everyone in the relationship has to be committed to the relationship to make it work. Even a customer-client relationship, it has to be both ways. So commitment is another element of relationship. You need to invest time in a relationship. You need to invest your resources. You need to invest, and when I say time, I mean the ability to spend quality time, the ability to talk, the ability to listen are some of the elements of commitment. The ability to commit other resources as well into the relationship to make it work. Another key element is communication. I hope we're taking note of this elements. Like I said, they are non-exhaustive, but they are elements that you want to look out for, to check whether this relationship is healthy or not. Communication. A good relationship has the opportunity for open and honest conversations. Because without open and honest conversations, then at some point things are going to fall apart. Communication keeps things going. There is no mind reader. There is no one who can assume what your intentions are. So always communicate. And just like commitment, communication is always, it's not just one-sided. Everyone has to communicate effectively to make the relationship work. The last element I will talk about on this episode will be boundaries. Yes, boundaries. A good relationship respects boundaries. Every individual has their independence, and one of the elements is to be able to appreciate and respect the independence of others. And that means respecting the boundaries that they have set. So in workplaces, there are boundaries you don't want people to cross. You want to keep work strictly to work, and then, personal things strictly personal. That's a kind of boundary. Even in an intimate relationship, in a marriage relationship, the individuality of the people in that relationship still matters. And there are boundaries that, the partners should not cross. It sounds weird. Oh yeah, we all have boundaries. We all have things that, just triggers us negatively. And so it's important that every relationship has boundaries, and those involved in the relationship respect the boundaries. So I want you to just take a moment and reflect on some of these elements that I mentioned. Remember, it's non-exhaustive. There are other important things. Do I find these elements in my relationship? Can I work on my relationship to get better or incorporate some of these elements? Or is this relationship not worth it because I cannot even find any valued elements in it? Does my relationship have these elements, or does my relationship always leave me diminished, drained, and overwhelmed? Ask yourself those questions and be honest about it. If a relationship always leaves you drained, diminished, and overwhelmed, then that's not a good relationship and you should quit. So that's all for today. Remember to like my channel, remember to share with your friends, and remember to subscribe. Thank you, and see you at the next episode of Life Nuggets with Dr. B.